turn this mother out. Whose song is that? Kirk Franklin?
Oh, was it? I don't think that's Kirk Franklin.
Turn this mother out.
I don't think Kirk Franklin is saying in his gospel life, it's saying, I'm going to turn this mother out.
I turn this, you sure? I
Turn this mother out. For the Lord? I don't know.
I think it's for the Lord. I think it was Kirk Franklin.
All right, it's probably not the original, but do you know who the first person is? Like, before you look it up, who's the first person you think came up when I typed in "turn this mother out"?
MC Hammer.
Yes.
I think that was his song. It wasn't Kirk Franklin.
But I'm seeing, who is this? Parliament.
Oh, Parliament?
Give up the funk. There's a repeated bridge of "turn this mother out."
Where the hell did I get Kirk Franklin? I'm not letting this go. He made that song.
For the Lord?
Yeah, no, that's not a Kirk Franklin song.
Yo, I knew it wasn't a Kirk Franklin song.
He just in church, a whole bunch of church mouth. Turn this mother out. For the Lord?
For the Lord? I'm going to turn this mother out.
I remember.
For the Lord. GP, are you with me? This mother out.
Yo, all the aunts and church grandmoms, I don't know if they thought that like it was hip, but they would put on like GP, like Stomp. When I was a kid, like, see,
that shit was always on.
Yeah, and I'm like, this gonna sound crazy. This ain't gonna make me love Jesus. Like, this ain't gonna, like, see, is it this hip? I'm like, no, I wanna hear like fucking Jay-Z. I don't want to hear this.
Right. Where's all the crystal and the bling?
Yeah, where's the bitches? Where's the bitches at?
I want to see the mother that's being turned out. Season 3 is the shit. Season 3 is, we going there.
What does Kirk Franklin really do? He's not singing none of this shit. Like, he's just ad-libbing. Like
he was DJ Khaled of the Lord.
Yeah, he was DJ Khaled for God.
All right, yes, introduce you, because I'll go right back down that rabbit hole.
Thank you from the bottom of our heart so much for sticking with us. Season 1 was awesome. Season 2 was game-changing. Season 3, I have no idea what's going to be, but it's going to be awesome.
I feel like season 3 is going to be like the solidifying season. Like, season 1 was experimental.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Season 2 was like, this is who we are, and I think we kind of finding a stride. Season 3 is like, the foot comes down. Like, this is it.
This is it. Yo, I go back and I watch some of season 1, and it's still great. It's still hilarious to watch, but I'm looking at it. I'm like, ew.
Yeah, visually,
like, ew.
It's kind of, by comparison, it's ugly. But, growing pains, we had to get here.
Yeah, so welcome to season 3.
Yeah,
Can't wait to take you into season 4, 5, and 6. And then
y'all showed up for season 2. Like, it was, like you said, game changing.
TikTok, YouTube. TikTok was killing it. Then out of nowhere, YouTube just started going into overdrive too with the shorts.
Yeah.
But we thank you so much, and we promise to keep this ball rolling for y'all.
Definitely.
All gas, no brakes.
Turning mothers out.
Oh. But today, for the whole topic, we got actually not one man, just one mantle, because there's a lot of guys in this fucking
costume.
And I'm going to talk about Japanese Spider-Man at some point.
I feel like you kind of have to.
Yeah, and I don't know anything about it. I just want to have an excuse to plug clips of that shit in here, because I didn't even want to learn about Japanese Spider-Man. I feel like the less you know, like the less context, the funnier it is.
Yeah. Because if you just turn that shit on with no context, you're like, what?
Like, here was one clip I saw. I'm not going to get too into it. He was like, Spider-Man. He's like, lend me some money.
There's clips like, so he has a gun, and we'll get there.
Lend me some money.
But ironically, that's really spot on for Spider-Man.
Spider-Man was always broke.
We will get to it, yo.
The one consistent thing was Spider-Man was broke as shit. But yes, thank you. Thank you for staying with us. Thank you for showing up if it's your first time. And you might not know this if you're new, but now you will know that there is No Stalgia
like
Brostalgia. Bada bing, bada boom. That's the little thing I do too. I don't know why, but I did it one time and now we do it every time I say bada bing,
no,
bada boom.
we don't do it every
I do
time.
that.
Yeah. Before we get to everything, though, Brostalgia Show on Instagram, Brostalgia on TikTok, Brostalgia on YouTube. Follow us on all those places. BrostalgiaShow@gmail.com. If you'd like to send an email, if you would like to recommend something you would like us to cover, any and all places you can hit us up, and we will respond, or we'll respond on this show. That's why you got to watch them all. Yeah, man. So where do we start?
Well, we can start in 1962.
Wow. Didn't see that coming. Go on.
It's Spider-Man! Pour it on. What do we do?
Quick, when he swings down, throw the vibrator at him.
What?
What?
Spider-Man made his first appearance in Amazing Fantasy, issue number 15 in 1962. Stan Lee at that time wanted to make him a more accessible, relatable superhero. So he made him a teenager who was bitten by a radioactive spider, went through the trauma of his uncle being killed and he couldn't stop it. And this was all to relate to younger readers who were in that age demographic.
Right.
The adults that were working on it didn't want to do it. They said, this is stupid. They were pretty fucking wrong. But, you know, from that old school Spider-Man, we had the most recognizable theme song for Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, Spider-Man, does whatever a spider can. Spins a web any size, catches thieves just like flies. Look out, here comes the Spider-Man.
From that, Spider-Man had the cartoon with Iceman and Starfire, was it?
Iceman and Firestar.
The fuck?
It was like Spider-Man and his amazing friends.
I remember that, but I didn't really watch it.
Yeah, I didn't like that either. I wasn't hooked on the Spider-Man until the year 1994. And that's when Spider-Man the animated series dropped.
Go.
Our generation, we weren't probably reading comics as much as we were watching TV.
Right.
You know, we were probably 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 when Spider-Man, the animated series, came out.
Correct.
So most of us weren't really living in the comic book stores. We barely fucking read,
Yeah.
but we watched TV.
That's not to say Spider-Man wasn't killing in comic books,
Right.
because he definitely was.
Yeah, but it was just that if you were at an age when Spider-Man came out as a millennial on TV, you weren't really reading anything as much as you were watching cartoons.
Yeah, Saturday mornings.
So a lot of us were introduced to Spider-Man primarily through the animated series and not the comic book initially. And because of that, a lot of the things you know about Spider-Man are just not correct. Like I had to relearn because first of all, Peter Parker in the animated series looked like a 36-year-old man fresh home from the Gulf War. His wife gave him a baby that's not his.
Spider-Man. Spider-Man.
Radioactive Spider-Man. Yo. You know who plays that?
No.
Joe Perry, the guitarist from Aerosmith, plays the intro.
No clue he did that.
How about that guy from Aerosmith?
I thought whoever was playing that guitar riff had a gun to their head. Like, yo, why are they playing like this?
He playing the shit. Well, that's because this is a whole nother millennial topic, but back then theme songs were a very serious deal. They were a huge deal.
But Spider-Man the Animated Series goes down in probably that big 3 category of 90s superhero cartoons with Batman the Animated Series, X-Men, and Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Spider-Man's voice actor for this show was Christopher Daniel Barnes. And when I say Christopher Daniel Barnes was giving everything he had in that booth,
You knew he was.
dude,
You can't escape me! Shocker!
there's no way he had vocal cords after these sessions. And then it's funny too, because we talked about it before. The pacing of this show was insane. Like, it was just so.
I will always love you.
I'll always love you. Eddie, don't go. I have to go. No, don't go. I always love you. He's like, Eddie, don't do it. I'll always love you.
I'm not going in there alone.
Ashley!
I'll always love you.
Yo, what I didn't know was that this show had a lot of issues getting past the censors.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, like, if you go back and watch it, it's little things like they couldn't allow guns because it's a TV show.
For kids.
So the Punisher's showing up with like laser rockets and shit like that to shoot laser beams out.
Yo, everything had lasers
Yeah.
in 90s cartoons.
They didn't want to show guns and bullets, so they gave him lasers and shit. Morbius, who's a vampire.
It's Morbin time.
It's more.
Gotta do it. You gotta do it. That's the music.
That's so corny.
It's very corny.
It's morbid time.
That became an internet meme.
Was it?
Because the movie was so bad, like when it was in theaters, that like it became a meme of itself how bad it was. So then like people were seeing it just because it was bad, and people would be writing like it's Morbin time.
In the cartoon, he was a vampire, but they thought that a vampire drinking blood was too gory for kids.
He's a vampire. Kids know what vampires are.
Do you remember what he used to do?
No.
He would suck out plasma with his hands.
And didn't he have like little suction thing?
Yeah, he had suction cups on his
That
hands.
shit was dumb.
That shit was so dumb. He like I don't know. I need more plasma, and he just run up. Like, look at this. Like all of the videos of him attacking somebody. It's him like,
Yo, what the? Did they think little kids was gonna try to suck blood out of each other?
I don't know. Like, I don't fucking know.
Just another day at the Daily Bugle. Got that sinking feeling, Spider-Man. Will someone please take out the garbage?
Did you ever see the episode of The Kingpin talking about how his origin of him going to jail because his dad left him behind?
No.
Him and his dad like robbed a bank. His dad was like, they were running from the cops.
Okay.
And his dad like jumps up on a ladder and gets away, but Kingpin is too fat. So
course.
he's trying to get up, but he makes this, he's like, oh, boy.
I wanted to gain his acceptance. I failed.
I wanted to gain acceptance. I failed.
Why did they do that? Why did they do that?
What I say?
They had to try and call someone else in the.
They had to call another voice. Like, can you just read from the script?
And then how is that spelled? It just probably is on the words in asterisk. It just says struggle.
The most notable thing about the animated series was that this was our first time in our age group of being exposed to a cinematic universe, because everybody would show up on Spider-Man. You had Captain America, Iron Man, Storm, Wolverine,
Yeah,
the
they was all
Punisher.
there.
Bro, it was like a class reunion of Marvel characters.
Who are you guys anyway?
Name's Rogue Sugar. You seem kind of cute in a creepy sort of way. Maybe y'all'll tell me what you're up to,
He ain't gonna talk. How about we go digging for an explanation?
Pause.
Pause? Pause what?
That's part of the reason why I think some of these shows were so successful. The crossovers that kept kids engaged, and then the amount of effort put into the storytelling, even though the pacing was shit.
They even touched on the Spiderverse in those shows.
They touched on the Spiderverse with the multiple Spider-Men and all of
Yeah.
that. And then I remember that it was the one Spider-Man. He's like, I don't have any powers. They're like, so why are you here? He's like, it's a long story.
I don't have your life or your powers, so who are you then? You wouldn't believe me if I told you.
I love how he did this. He says, well, can you take me back to my world? I can explain why I'm here. And Spider-Man's web slinging with him. He's like, do you mean to tell me in your world I'm a comic book hero? And like,
shit.
He's like, yes. And I want to take you to the guy that created you.
Oh,
and Spider-Man meets Stan Lee in the cartoon. As a kid, it was cool because it was Spider-Man meeting Stan Lee. But as an adult, it's like, thank you, Stan. Thank you.
Wow! You know, Spidey, I've always wanted to experience real web slinging.
It's been great meeting you. Take care of yourself.
You too, Spider-Man. Farewell and good luck.
Stan Lee deserves all of the flowers for the amount of characters he gave to us. Excelsior. My guy for life. Stan the Man Lee. Enough said.
Yes, man.
It gets kind of itchy. It rides up in the crotch a little bit too.
Let's start with Tobey Maguire, right? I watched Tom Holland first and went back to Tobey Maguire.
Let's talk.
Doing that makes you realize some things.
Okay.
MCU has a pace to it. It's like, it's always some kind of slapstick comedy happening on top of the action, on top of the dialogue. Like, it moves at a pace.
Right.
A very entertaining, very flashy, in your face, constant pace. And I'm not mad at Tom Holland's Spider-Man. I think he's a great Spider-Man. I think sometimes he can come off very... If you're coming from the other Spider-Man trilogies, or in Andrew Garfield's, if you're thinking about his movies, there's only 2. But if you're coming from those, it's a more... It seems like these could be geared towards kids, which I'm not mad at.
For what, Tom Holland's?
For Tom Holland.
Okay.
It still works, especially if you're caught up in the MCU of everything. You're following that storyline with all the other MCU movies. So they're fun. If you go from that, and I went like from that right back to like the Sam Raimi, Tobey Maguire movies.
Right.
It makes those movies feel like they're moving so slow.
Yeah.
Of course, at the time in 2002, obviously we didn't know we were missing. This is the best version of Spider-Man we've ever gotten.
Yeah.
And they're classics in their own right. Especially 2. And just, you know, for reference for people, Spider-Man 1, Tobey Maguire, Spider-Man 1, it's the story of the Green Goblin. It's the coming of age Spider-Man tale we've all seen. He gets bit by the radioactive spider, wakes up, he has spider powers. He's also trying to manage personal life. Norman Osborn becomes Green Goblin while he's trying to kill Spider-Man. He dies. Harry seeks revenge on Spider-Man for killing his father. So Spider-Man 2 comes. Spider-Man 2 is when Doc Ock is introduced.
Hello,
Dr. Octavius.
Peter.
Yes.
Hello, Peter.
Hi? Do I know you?
Doc Ock makes a deal with Harry. He captures Spider-Man, delivers him to Harry. Harry unmasks Peter, and it's Peter.
He's got MJ.
All he wanted was the tritium.
I gave him the tritium. No, he's going to.
Exactly, I gave him the tritium.
I remember that.
We're gonna get to like the real questions I'm sure you have, but yo, now I laid that out. He obviously destroys Doc Ock. Mary Jane finds out he's Spider-Man. He called off the marriage to be like, I love him now because I found out he's Spider-Man and now I realize why he left me hanging so much. Fuck this wedding and this guy who did nothing wrong. Before I say anything else, what you got?
Okay. After Andrew Garfield, Tom Holland came out, and it seemed like there was a progression of trying to get Peter to look the age of an actual high school kid.
Him and Harry and Mary Jane, they all carry themselves like business people in their 40s who are worried about 401ks and have houses they have offshore bank accounts and stuff. Like, that's how they carry themselves. Tobey as Spider-Man, as Peter, to me now going back, might be my least favorite Peter Parker.
He's my least favorite Peter Parker.
Like, and by relation, Spider-Man, because, and I'm sorry, I know the Sam Raimi movies are like the ones, but man, like, Peter talks like this to everyone.
Well, even so, sometimes you know people.
Shut the fuck up. He doesn't really have emotions.
Yeah.
He doesn't go high. He doesn't go low. He does when something dramatic happens, but for the most part, he just talks like this.
Over here, Uncle Ben.
He said it's south on 5th Avenue.
You can't escape me! I'll chase you to the ends of the earth!
Norman and Harry come to their house to eat with the family.
For Thanksgiving?
With Thanksgiving. And Norman is kind of putting the pieces together in his head that Peter is Spider-Man because of the cut on his arm or whatever after they had that fight.
Right.
And Norman is like, how'd you say you got that? Like, this fantastic acting is happening. It seems like everything is happening around Spider-Man.
In spite of
Tobey Maguire's acting and the expressions of Spider-Man. So, like, he's like, how'd you say you got that cut on him? And Peter's just like, bike messenger. Hold on.
12 seconds later.
Bike messenger.
He's like, I can't even do it now. He's like, bike messenger knocked me down.
How did you say that happened?
Bike messenger. Knock me down.
You can't escape me! I'll chase you to the ends of the earth!
But there was so many moments like that. Like, he would be talking to anyone. Yo, there's a part in Spider-Man 2 where he keeps, like, not showing up for Mary Jane, where she had, like, the show. He was to be there, and he kept leaving her hanging. And he keeps trying to, like, still be like, even in his apologies, he'd be like, his go-to line, his go-to line kept being like, there was a disturbance.
I'm sorry, Mr. Aziz. There was a disturbance.
Disturbance? Another disturbance. Oh, there's a disturbance with you.
Fam, like, yo.
You don't understand. I'm not an empty seat anymore. I'm different. Punch me, I bleed.
Man, sit your dumb ass down.
There's a part in that second one where she's like, pretty much like, whatever, dog. Like, you keep saying, telling me the same shit. And then he was like, I've been reading poetry. And he starts reading it, and I'm cringing. I was like, yo, I wish you had a friend. Like, I would have pulled him like, dog, you can't get the hose like that. Like, that ain't how you gonna close the deal.
Say how you get the hugs.
Yeah, right. Yo, I forgot how the poem went, but he started reading it. And even she was like, stop, Peter, stop. Like. Again, after watching Andrew Garfield and after watching Tom Holland, this is how it made me feel about that. Obviously, when it was the time, when it was the early 2000s and we were watching it, I guess because we never had anything before that, it was fantastic. I didn't have any of these criticisms.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Do you think if the roles were reversed, how do you think this would have played out if Andrew Garfield was cast as Spider-Man, but at that time, it wasn't Sony. He was already indoctrinated into the MCU, and it was the MCU handling Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man. You would have had a different script, different writers, a different premise, but it's still Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man. Do you think it would have been
in place of like Tom Holland?
Yeah, Tom Holland never existed. We got Andrew by the time the Amazing Spider-Man is created, MCU has already made the deal with Sony that we can step in and make the movie. Do you think Andrew Garfield Spider-Man would have been better received?
Yes. I think that, well, they had the spoiler at the end of, not the spoiler, the teaser at the end of Amazing Spider-Man 2 where they're essentially setting up for the Sinister Six.
Yeah, the Sinister Six. Or as the cartoon called it, Insidious Six, because Sinister sounded too violent.
Y'all 90s cartoon people had to get it together. Like, y'all had to give us a little bit more credit. I was about to go to school like, I'm sinister, guys. like, don't make me get sinister on that ass.
You're a deeply mistrusting person, and I respect it.
It's hard to say if this didn't happen because it did, and now I see the proof. But maybe I wanted Andrew Garfield, even at the time, to get that third movie. I was excited for the Sinister Six. I liked the Amazing Spider-Man movies. I think at the time, before there was MCU, and all we had to go off of was Tobey Maguire, watching the Amazing Spider-Man movies, I was like, okay. Like, by the second one, I was won over. The first one, you're just like, okay. Like, I was used to what we were used to. So I was like, by Amazing Spider-Man 2, I was in. I was like, okay. I like him now. I like him as Peter Parker.
I think that's the lowest grossing Spider-Man movie of all time. It's Amazing Spider-Man 2. And I'm not going to say I loved it, but I did like Amazing Spider-Man 2. And I was excited to see what they did with the Sinister Six at the end of it.
Now, I think they closed that loop, so to speak, with No Way Home. In No Way Home, when all three of them are together, this kind of solidifies my point. They're acting, now that you see all three of them on screen, Tobey, my God, yo.
Gotta cure all of them, right?
Right.
That's what we do.
Man, sit your dumb ass down.
Even the way he's introduced.
Okay. So I want to talk about that shit because I was hyped. The way they did it was like spot on because they were looking for a Tom Holland Spider-Man.
Yes.
Speed Peter Parker.
Yes.
And they're opening the, this Doctor Strange portals. And then they see a Spider-Man, but in the crowd knows that's not Tom Holland.
Right.
But they're like, there he is, and he waves.
Yeah.
Then he jumps through, but he stands up and takes the masks off. And then it's
Andrew.
And it's Andrew.
I'm sure every theater, but my theater, everybody went crazy.
Everybody lost their shit.
Yeah.
Then they say try again, and they open another portal, and you know what's coming.
Yeah.
And then they open a portal, and then just Tobey Maguire is Tobey Maguire.
Tobey Maguire just comes through in a fucking jacket and a shirt, looking like Tobey ass Maguire. You don't look like fucking Spider-Man. You don't look like Peter Parker. You just look like Tobey Maguire was in a Whole Foods. As Spider-Man, it makes sense because you're Spider-Man. You have to investigate the supernatural. What is this? I must investigate it because I'm Spider-Man and this is something weird that's going on.
Wait, so you're Spider-Man too? Why didn't you just say that?
I generally don't go around advertising it. Kind of defeats the whole anonymous superhero thing.
That's what he just said.
Tobey Maguire looked like he was in Old Navy and was picking up pants. And then he just was like, and he even also like, hi, I'm Peter Parker. Why wouldn't you come through like, what the fuck? Like, because even Andrew came through and was like, hey, whoa. Which I have a reservation about that too. If Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man doesn't know who these people are, why would you walk through and be like,
take your mask off?
I'm Peter Parker. I'm Spider-Man. Like, why are you just walking through admitting that?
Yeah, thanks for stepping up for me. You're the bravest kid I've ever seen.
I'm gonna take care of this jerk. You go take care of your mom, okay? All right, get out of here. Go.
With Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man, I think a lot of it also is precedented off of Gwen Stacy's death. So I think a lot of that builds up empathy because they come back to it in No Way Home.
Yeah.
When they're all fighting all the villains.
And
MJ falls. And none of them can get to her in time. And Andrew Garfield.
Because he feels that shit.
Yeah. Andrew Garfield sees her falling. And this time he goes in to make the save. And this time it's different.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Are you okay?
Let me talk about Jamie Foxx for a second. In Amazing Spider-Man 2, where he was Electro, he's this weird, nerdy, weird hair, buck-tooth guy.
He got electrocuted and just fixed all this shit.
He shows up in No Way Home and he's just suave ass. He's not even he's just Jamie Foxx. And they even mention it in the movie, but he doesn't explain it. He was like, hey, like, what happened to you, man? Didn't you have some thing going on? Your hair, your teeth is all messed up. And then they just show his face, like, and then they just go to the next thing. I want him like, no, explain that. What happened?
Peter, Peter, Peter. No good deed goes unpunished. You can thank me later.
Green Goblin in No Way Home was fucking
killed that.
He killed it. Green Goblin is one of the most misunderstood characters in the Spider-Man franchise, because I will never get over how everybody demonized him in the first movie when he went out of his way to save the city of New York from a Macy Gray concert, and Spider-Man came in to stop him from saving the city from Macy Gray.
Welcome to Oscorp Industries Unity Day Festival. Let's hear it for Macy Gray.
Shut the fuck up. Why is she there?
Try to walk away and I stumble. Why is Spider-Man the #1 most loved superhero? Like, why is he at the top of that list? Why does he outrank almost every superhero in any medium? And I'm watching these movies and I'm like, not only did they make him like relatable in a sense, but it just looks fun to be him.
Yeah.
When you look at Batman, I never looked at Batman and was like, I want to be Batman. When I looked at Superman, I never wanted to be Superman. When I looked at Wolverine, I don't like, cool, it's all very dope. You look at Spider-Man, like, it's like, I want to swing through the city. Outside of everything, he's just cool. Like, I want to be you.
Like, it's just like a good time until it's not.
Exactly, until it's not. And he's one thing I also want to say, like, he is one of the most tragic superheroes. Like, people don't really think about that, like, on surface level when you look at him. You just think of swinging through the city, I'm Spider-Man, Mary Jane. You think of all that stuff. When you think tragic, you think of like Batman.
Well, I know, and we'll get to that because we're going to probably spin the block on Spider-Man, because we have to also, in another episode, touch on Into the Spiderverse.
Yes, that is going to be an entirely other episode.
And the Spiderverse, across the Spiderverse, they dive heavily into Spider-Man cannot exist without tragedy.
Yes.
Spider-Man is predicated off of laws. Without laws, there is no Spider-Man. Like you said, it looks fun to be Spider-Man. You want to swing through the city. You want to be able to have these powers and these quips and stuff like that.
And doing all that shit.
But then it comes with the laws. And it all boils down to the entire slogan of great power comes great responsibility.
That's such a great button on that.
I do want to touch on the Japanese Spider-Man. I don't know what the premise of this show was. It was like, whoever
Lend me some money.
He said, lend me some money.
Spider-Man,
They clearly didn't even construct the costume. They went to like Japanese Party City and just
Japanese Party City is hilarious.
They just put this guy in a costume and he's running around fighting monkeys. I will say, there's a lot of films. Batman has so many films, very polarizing. One thing I can say is Spider-Man almost always delivers. Other than that, I was a fan of every live action.
Kill Peter Parker. God damn.
Yo, can we?
GP, are you with me?
Remember, Green Goblin was a menace. Remember Aunt May was just praying and he blasted.
Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us.
Shut the fuck up. But yeah, thank y'all so much for coming. Thank y'all so much for coming for the first pause.
Pause what?
Thank y'all so much for being here with us. You've been here. Welcome back. We're back. Glad to see you back. If it's your first time here, Stick around for a while. Why not?
Stick around, subscribe. You will not regret it. While you're here, go watch our old stuff. You will love it, especially if you enjoyed this.
And if you don't have time to watch the videos, we got tons of shorts, 30-minute long shorts. You'll find something that you'll like. Trust me, something there for everybody. Unless you don't like nerd shit, and then you won't find anything. If you're here for like a cooking recipe, you won't find it. Yeah. So if you're here for that, don't go to our shorts.
But still go to our shorts, because this is better than a cooking recipe that you're looking for.
Yeah, we've got Iron Man cooking recipes. And
sure, those are down there somewhere.
Eventually.
But thank you for joining us. Come back next time and see what we're talking about then. Until then, stay tuned. Peace. What?
Brostalgia Show on Instagram, Brostalgia on TikTok, Brostalgia on YouTube, Brostalgia Show @gmail.com. Elijah, take us out.
Peace, love,
and Brostalgia.
Peace. Thwip. That really was a sound effect.
Go, Web, go. Up and away, Web.